This demonstrates why emotionally abusive narcissists are actually terrified of you. Narcissists are extremely self-absorbed people who care about nothing besides themselves. They always have to be at the top of their game. They're in a position to survey their surroundings constantly, looking if there's something they can take for themselves. You'll have to admit their greatness even if you don't want to. That's their aim. You can count on them to make sure of it because they'll ensure it. If you want to avoid enraging the narcissist, never elevate anyone else in their eyes, either in front of or to them. If you compliment someone else, they will likely become quite furious and tell you that you should have complimented them instead. In the end, you'll feel terrible about what you said and be forced to take it back. Today, we have a list of tactics that will send narcissists into a frenzy. However, only those of you who are certain you will not be hurt should continue with this. This guidance is for you if you're coping with a narcissist who is a pain in the neck and a toxic person. Before approaching the narcissist, you should fortify your sense of safety and confidence. If you're dealing with a manipulative but less violent type of narcissist, these techniques will be most effective. Narcissists on the more extreme end of the spectrum are more likely to resort to violence. Therefore, I wouldn't recommend using these approaches with them. In that case, you really shouldn't talk to them at all. If you or someone you're with is in danger from a violent person, please use extreme caution. Since we are on the same page, we can move forward. So, here are some things that will drive a narcissist absolutely insane. For starters, you need to practice radical honesty. One of the few things that can truly drive a destructive narcissist crazy is the truth. These are the unvarnished truths, no sugarcoating here. In other words, unflinching honesty. Have faith in me. I was raised in a world where narcissism was the norm. I've worked with a few of them, and I've dated a few of them. I now see that the main source of their annoyance was my tendency to say what's on my mind and to tell it as it is. Nobody else was allowed to take a stance or voice their opinion while dealing with a narcissist. The situation was appropriate for them, but not for you. Furthermore, consider this intriguing nugget. The truth, which has its own vibrating frequency, is 1,000 times more potent than any lie ever could be. The truth always emerges victorious, to put it another way. All things considered, it's a safe bet that it will occur. Those who are forthright and honest in our work are extremely upsetting to destructive narcissists. Even when we're not talking, people still feel quite uneasy around us for reasons they can't explain. Since then, our field has gained a new level of precision. Narcissists are overly anxious whenever they contemplate that frequency because they are sensitive to it. At the very least, it could expose their lies. This means you shouldn't hold back from being really forthright with yourself. Since narcissists are so accustomed to misleading people, this level of candor is foreign to them. Narcissists have such a low opinion of themselves that they resort to manipulating others to boost their own spirits. After you stop telling them what they want to hear and start telling them the truth, things that no one else has the guts or bravery to say to their face, they will likely go. Especially once they've boxed themselves in, they have nowhere to go but out. Just in case you have trouble imagining the truth's potential, let me assure you, the truth is always good enough. Keep that in mind always. Second, disregard them completely. A destructive narcissist needs a healthy dose of indifference to drive them nuts. Narcissists feel justified in treating others with disdain and disdainfully, even if those persons have done nothing to deserve it. However, when the tables are turned, they often find themselves in a state of chaos. They are at a loss for words to describe it. In this classic case of the double standard, the rule applies to thee but not to me. This individual can treat others like absolute ooze, but it will drive them crazy when they discover you have zero interest in them or what they think they have to offer. Third, narcissists will eventually sink to the ocean floor if they are rejected. Finally, there's the issue of being out in the open. For a narcissist, nothing is worse than their lies being exposed in the spotlight. The nice part is that it's not hard to achieve either of those goals. All it takes is for them to be out in the open. Their venomous chit-chat, for instance, may be easily exposed by you. Say something short and sweet, like, "It's none of my business," or "That sounds like a personal issue." You might want to keep that to yourself and then stop talking. You have exposed their shady behavior in that way. At this time, further comment is unnecessary. You might also point out their latent aggression or expose their blatant incompetence or exaggeration. For example, you might say, "Was that a sneer you gave me?" Interesting. I'm pleased to hear that, and then stop talking. Don't lose your temper no matter what happens. Optionally, you might remain unobserved while the narcissist continues to expose their true nature. They can be exposed and embarrassed by being asked a straight question in front of others that they can't truthfully answer. Fourth, let them know that you are monitoring their activity. Don't give them any explanation. Simply show them that restlessness is what you desire. What matters most is how you feel and how you present yourself to the world. If done well, it demonstrates your ability to read people like a book. I guarantee this will give them the chills. The realization of how weak, incompetent, and inferior they truly are, as well as how easily you see through their front, will be a crushing blow. And that's enough to make a narcissist lose their mind. Narcissists are irritated when they lose power and are even more so when their card is known. I think that's all the news I have for now. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it, and I do hope you find this video to be illuminating. If you have ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, please tell us about it in the comment section below. If you liked this video and want to see more like this in the future, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified whenever there's a new video. Thank you.